All right, welcome to the Clemson Insider. I'm Will Vandervoort, and we kind of are doing a special series here as we're talking to former players, or I hate to say former because you just finished, but we're talking to players who just finished at Clemson in softball and baseball, and I got Ainsley Gilstrap, the talented shortstop for the women's softball team. First of all, thank you for coming. We do appreciate you coming out and talking to us today.
Thank you for having me. This is great.
So tell me about, first of all, we'll just get started, this run you guys have been on the last 2 years. It started off even in the shortened season with COVID, but you guys were 19-8, I believe, and we're off to a good start that season, and then you just kind of carried that momentum. Talk to me about these last 2 years, what it's been like.
For sure. I mean, when I first transferred in, I had 3 years of experience before, and I had no idea that a brand new program would be as successful as this one was. I definitely, had a lot of faith in Coach Rittman and putting together a talented team, but right off the bat, we were so successful, and that's really good to see. Yeah, it was really unbelievable year and a half. You can't really get too upset. I mean, yeah, we didn't end up finishing, beating Alabama or whatever, but I mean, even making it there in the first year, you got to think back on some of the original goals that we had set, to be competitive and to win out over half of our, conference series, be over 500, whatever, all those small goals, and it turned out to be so much. We achieved so much more than that. So I mean, we set the bar here, and we achieved here. Now next year we got the bar here and continue to climb that ladder and get better and better every year.
It's got to be exciting that the foundation that you ladies have laid out for those that are going to come after you. I mean, like you said, the bar's high, but that's a good thing because it shows that you can do that here at Clemson.
Definitely, that's a good thing to see. Coach Rittman said that he wanted to not just build a team, he wanted to build a championship team, and to see that happen right off the bat is just. He really good. He did a great job. A lot of props to the coaches, a lot of props to the players for really investing in what he was selling and believing in that. And they're so young; they're going to continue to get better and better.
One of the things I like about softball, and I covered it a long time here in my career, I've covered it at different parts of my career, is the first time I remember experiencing it is the energy between the players and the things you ladies do in the dugout and on the field just to keep everybody focused and there. Is that what makes it such a fun sport, is the way you guys just have fun just playing the game?
Absolutely. That's what it's not just, about the 9-10 starters. It's a team sport. It takes all of us, all 25 of us, the ones in the dugout, keeping everyone invested in the game. I think, for Alabama, we even mixed it up and had a little bit of fun going to that Tuscaloosa regional. We got some leis and some Hawaiian skirts, some nunchucks, just some fun stuff that we can just have fun with it, because that's what the sport's about. It's about having fun, learning things, regardless of sometimes the outcomes of what the score was of the game.
What I liked about you guys when you're leaving is you guys came and high-fived every single one of us. You also did it when you came back too. That's unique. I've been at send-offs and stuff for football, basketball, baseball. Never seen that before. That was a unique thing. What made you guys want to do that?
Oh, we really appreciate the support. Y'all support is what's helped us and encouraged us too. I mean, a lot of the freshmen, they didn't exactly know whatever all these things meant. Going to regionals your first year. A lot of college athletes don't get to experience going to regionals, and they did it first year, freshman year. So I mean, a lot of that was just whoa. So and a lot of that has to do with the fan support too. I mean, yes, we have our 25 girls that are in the coaches who really helped us be successful in the field, but I mean, we felt the support all season long, all the year before that fan base looking up in the stands, and when we didn't necessarily might not have had energy, the fans always had energy, and they had our backs too. So we want to have y'all's backs also.
This team, first of all, starts with Coach, obviously building this program. So you grew up, Alex told me, as a Clemson fan.
Yes, sir.
And your parents are Clemson graduates.
That's right.
So you started playing softball, I guess, at a young age. Did you ever imagine that, but in your time, that you'd get the opportunity to play for Clemson?
No, and people have been advocating for Clemson to get softball for quite a while, including my parents as well. And so there was like that dream, you know, maybe in middle school where I was like, oh, I'm going to go play softball at Clemson, when I knew I wanted to play college. And then it got to the point where like sophomore year of high school, I'm like, okay, they don't have a team yet, and I got to start, you know, looking elsewhere to go play somewhere else. And so it kind of got put out of my mind. And then I remember when Clemson did announce they were getting a softball team in 2017. Mm-hmm. And actually I had a lot of people from my hometown send that article to me, hey, Clemson's getting a softball team, Clemson's getting a softball team. And I was like, yeah, it started after a year after I graduate. So kind of still thought, you know, that's good for whoever gets to come in. I mean, I know it'll be a fun time, fun experience. Clemson is awesome. I grew up coming to football games, and I know the atmosphere well, so that's exciting for whoever got the opportunity. Still never thought that it would be me, but I'm very fortunate. Coaches took a chance on me, and I'm glad to be here.
So how did it all happen? You're at USC Upstate. You're having an all conference, all freshman kind of season. What happens that allows this train to start, where you end up being at Clemson and playing 2 years?
Yeah, when people transfer, they transfer for a bunch of different reasons, and my reason was kind of just, there was a bunch of ones. I had a great year, made good friends, learned a lot there, and then just ended up deciding like, okay, I'm gonna go find somewhere else to go and learn some more stuff. It felt like it was my time, and so I talked to my coaches about that. And then just started looking elsewhere. I was like, hey, you might as well try Clemson. You know I'd have to sit out a year, but you know, with me transferring, I'd probably lose a lot of credits, have to change majors and all that stuff. So it would help me, you know, that year off would help get me back academically eligible. So I wasn't too concerned with sitting a year off. And then I reached out, you know, some other schools, and Coach Irvin was like, yeah, come on, let's go have a visit or whatever. And I was like, awesome. So that ended up working out, that was very fortunate.
The rest is history.
Rest is history, that's right.
What's it like playing for Coach Whitman? What's it like?
He is so encouraging. He really lets you have a lot of autonomy. How do you say
Autonomy's good, yeah.
autonomy.
That's right, yeah.
That's how you say that. A lot of autonomy in how you play. He's not super micromanaging. You know, really lets you be yourself on the field, and he'll do his coach's job and give you feedback and tips on how you can improve and stuff like that. But I love the freedom. I'm able to play really free, and have a lot of fun out there.
Now, COVID was a difficult year for everybody, but for you, it did offer you an opportunity to come back because you had an injury. First of all, talk to me about that if you can, and what you want us to talk about, and then the ability allowed you to have the senior year at Clemson.
Sure. So my whole life, going back to my brain condition, I guess, I've had some symptoms that I didn't necessarily know about or know that they were like contributing to what the condition was. Now looking back on it, since I've been diagnosed, I can look back and be like, oh yeah, they kind of make sense now. But I had headaches my whole life, and then just for some reason that fall, going into the first inaugural season, they just really started to escalate. I had lots of migraines, vision problems, balance problems, and it didn't just affect me on the field, which was awful, but it was starting to affect me like in daily life too, like driving and stuff like that. So I knew something had to have been wrong. So the medical staff at Clemson was awesome, getting me to see the doctors that I needed to see and making sure I took care of my health first. They definitely put my health a priority, which was awesome. Had a lot of, my doctor was awesome too, in Prisma. He said that I would still be ready to play in February, so I had a lot of hopes for that. Obviously I had complications, and so it didn't end up working out to play, but in the long run it ended up working out because I was able to, COVID hit, and so you never know, sometimes in those moments you think, oh man, like, it's so unfortunate, but things always happen for a reason, and so it ended up working out. I had a lot of faith in that, and it did end up working out, and got to play this year. So.
And how did that energize you to know that you got that opportunity, and not only got the opportunity, but you end up starting, and you're starting at shortstop, and you're making plays, and you're part of this great team that had a championship season?
Just like you said, we had a great team, and the team was most important in getting me through that and motivating me to play this year. They never made me feel, even though I wasn't at practices, I wasn't able to travel that first part of the season or be in the dugout at the home games or anything like that. They never let me feel like I wasn't a part of the team, and so when I got back, I felt like never really missed a beat that much. So it was good to just jump straight back into it. Had 2 off years, that redshirt year and then that year off too. So first time playing in so long. I'm not gonna lie, that first game, I had a lot of adrenaline going, but it was just like riding a bike, just jump right back on.
Just like making a diving catch at Alabama.
That's right.
just like riding a bicycle. Last thing for you, what's next for you? We always like to hear what's next for everybody once their careers are over at Clemson. So what's next for you? What's your plans?
I love this sport, so I want to stay around it. It's taught me so much. So I'm hoping to explore some opportunities at the college level first to coach, and then maybe from there afterwards, maybe high school, lower level, and help some of the younger kids to grow and build skills and learn a lot of the things that softball taught me. Nice.
It's going to be awesome. That's why you said last week before y'all went, you were taking notes from Dabo because you wanted to use those notes. Good guy to take notes from.
He's brilliant, brilliant. I got a lot of good stuff from that. Dabo, don't come at me for plagiarizing.
Hey, coach, graduate assistant coach right here. Maybe why not? Get her in the program. I'm just saying. I think she'll do a good job. Yeah. Ainsley, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate it. Good luck to you in your future. Good luck in your coaching. Hopefully, it gets to be here at Clemson, and we'll get to talk to you further on down the road. Okay.
Thank you so much. This has been awesome. Thank you, guys.